I think we're live, everybody. Looks like it. Wowee. Hello, everybody. Hello to everybody watching the live feed. Hello to everybody watching the replay. This is going to be a fun night, and I'm super, super happy to be back here after a short little break. I got vaccinated and everything, but now that's all under control. I am so happy to be here, and I wanted to do something a little bit special here because tomorrow, actually, May 13th, it does mark the 1 year anniversary of when I uploaded my first video right here on YouTube, as you can tell from the stinky little thumbnail right there and the stinky little title right there. But yeah, it's my first upload. For those of you who've been with me since the beginning, it was a really shitty 3-minute intro video. Let's just say I've learned. I've learned a lot. Over these past 364 days I've been here, you guys all gave me a chance, and I just wanted to say thank you. And we're far from done. I've got a lot more to come. It's been an exciting ride so far. I'm not looking to stop anytime soon. I just wanted to thank everybody who supported the channel over this past year or so. And not only people who've been watching the videos, everybody who's been helping me out make videos, all the collaborations that I've done. Some of you are watching the live feed right now. Some of you are watching the replay. You know who you are. It's too many to list. Thank you. It really does mean the world, guys. But we got a lot to talk about. We got a few people in the chat right here. Eric, how's it going? Happy 1 year YouTube anniversary. Zack, you've really done something special. Congrats, man. Looking forward to what's in store. Why, thank you, man. This is, last year when I started this, it was it was just a guy looking for another avenue to talk movies and everything. So, I'm glad that we were able to create this little community together, and I'm excited to see it grow even more. We got Luke in here. Happy 1 year anniversary. Keep up the good work. What's up, my dude? Happy to have you here. Happy 1 year, Zack Francisco. Thank you so much. One of my best friends on the face of the planet, host of the Spoken Misc on Spotify. Go listen to him as well if you haven't yet. He deserves all of your love and support as well. But speaking of, if you haven't already, I'm going to be talking a lot more about what's next towards the end of this stream. If you haven't yet, what the heck are you waiting for? Hit that big red subscribe button down below. You want to. It's sitting there right in front of you. You can go ahead and smash it as much as you like. If you've already subscribed, share this with your friends. Let's grow this channel even more. My hope is, I think we can do this, guys. My hope is that by my birthday this year, December 13th, my hope is that we'll have reached at least 1,000 subscribers. I think we can do that. I think that's manageable. Hit that thumbs up button as well if you enjoy this discussion that we're about to have. We're gonna have a nice little time right here. I think you're too nice, man. You deserve it, man. Candid Cinema, Amanda, how you doing? Happy 1 year, Zack. Thank you so much. She's been on a Falcon and Winter Soldier collaboration with me. I look forward to having you on the channel once again very soon. Looking forward to that. But speaking of Marvel, I've got a few. I'm more than willing to take any questions. I'm willing to talk literally anything with you guys tonight. This is just time to kind of kick back. This is one of my favorite things to do. So it's just stream with you guys. I knew Kevin was going to show up eventually. How you doing, buddy? It's another episode of Zack Talk. It's live, so we got a lot to cover, I think. What are you guys drinking tonight, by the way? Let me know down in the comments. I've got Mountain Dew Major Melon. It is the best drink on the face of the planet now. Yeah. So cheers, guys. Cheers to 1 year and more. All right. Let's do this. Let's get some more comments out of the way here. Hey, Zack, you're awesome. Congrats. You deserve it. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. That really does mean a lot. What Oscar winner do you think was the most overrated? Francisco asks. If I'm being honest, I really did not think Nomadland needed to win Best Picture. I was expecting it 100%. Don't get me wrong. It was sweeping all the awards. Chloe Zhao definitely should have won Best Director. 100%. Best Picture, though, if you look at that whole list, like The Father definitely was better than Nomadland. Judas and the Black Messiah was absolutely better than Nomadland. I would even go as far as saying I was more entertained by Trial of the Chicago 7 than I was by Nomadland. But, that's, I mean, if that satisfies you, I mean, it's probably like, oh yeah, it's a hot take. It's a hot take. Yep. I didn't think Nomadland should have won Best Picture, but yeah. Oh, you're drinking water? Drinking water, Kevin? Hydro homies. Oh, you guys are ridiculous. Someone put that on a t-shirt, please. Hydro homie. Tomas, how you doing, buddy? Brisk iced lemon tea. Yeah, my dad's been drinking that a lot, actually. Yeah, I hear it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not that much of a tea guy, but got to get the caffeine in me. That's why I'm so energetic, I guess. Luke says, I watched Videodrome twice yesterday. It was pretty good the first time, and then I watched it again after it was over, and I loved everything about it. David Cronenberg is a genius. Oh, yeah, I've never heard of Videodrome, actually. Yeah, you're giving me a lot of hidden gems, Luke. Thank you for doing that. That really does mean a lot. So, and you're drinking Dr. Pepper. That's not my favorite drink. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do remember when I was a kid. This might be TMI for some of you, but when I was a kid, I distinctly remember drinking Dr. Pepper only because I found it funny that it made me burp every time I took a sip. I don't know if that was, it might be TMI for some people, but hey, what the heck? Nomadland, I don't give. What was the big deal at all? Yeah, I'm with you, Eric. I'm with you there. Shameless plug. Yes. Kind of getting ahead of ourselves here, but we will be looking at WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday, and I'm going to be calling it WrestleMania Backlash because I know Tomas is going to be bugged to shit by that. But yes, we will be rolling our eyes at that triple threat main event right there because I'm thinking that's going on last. Looking to do some live movie theater reviews now that they're back open for some movies. Yeah. I think do you mean like live movie theater reviews? Do you mean like vlogs from the theater itself? Or do you mean like, live streams like I am right now? Let me know down there and I'll get back to that. Low key to me, it felt like slumming, TBH. Are you talking about Nomadland? I'm guessing that's what that was for Nomadland. But oh yes, yeah, I have only one Best Picture nominee I haven't seen, which is Minari. That was also better than Nomadland. Thank you for reminding me, Luke. But there's a couple of topics that I kind of want to go through with you guys because a lot of people have been asking me for my thoughts on these topics here. Yeah, we got a Venom 2 trailer. And I'm not like my buddy Dives on here that's all hyped to hell for it. I was just kind of looking at it like, I'll be honest, guys, I hated the first Venom. I really, really did not care for it. The only thing that really salvaged Venom for me was I saw one of my managers actually, one of my managers at my day job actually has a brief little cameo as an extra right at the very end of Venom. Tom Hardy literally walks right past him and like you just kind of see him look at Tom Hardy like, and like, yeah, that kind of sums up my whole thoughts on Venom. But Eric says Venom was hilarious. Hilarious as in bad. Hilariously bad. I hope that's what you mean by that because I didn't like it. Movie theaters are still closed for me in Toronto, Canada. Oh man, yeah, I'm hearing it's really rough over there. My prayers are with you guys. So yeah, we'll get through it. Light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep moving. Tomas, just reviews on some current movies as they come out in theaters. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on reviewing. Man, that's an eventful weekend coming up. You got Those Who Wish Me Dead. You got God, what's it called? The Woman in the Window for Netflix. I'm definitely curious to see that because Joe Wright directed it. Amy Adams is starring in it, and it's got a pretty decent cast. You also have Anthony Mackie and Wyatt Russell appearing in it. So, Falcon and Winter Soldier reunion briefly. So we'll see what happens there. Do you guys want me to review Spiral? I mean, like, it's just probably going to be the same movie as the previous Saw films. The only Saw film that I think is worth watching is the first one. Just FYI. Do you guys want me to review Spiral? Let me know down in the comments. All right. Hey, Zach, I just had the worst day at work. So stressful. Could you repeat my trigger words? Booty, bum, pantaloons. I don't know if you wanted an accent with that, but there you go. Venom was pretty good, in my opinion, but it's better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I will agree with you there. I'll agree with you there. I just, man, you guys are going to really, really laugh at me for this one, but I actually just rewatched The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for the first time in God knows how long. Don't ask me why I tortured myself like that, but, it's still just as bad as I remembered it. They treat Gwen Stacy like the valedictorian that she was at her high school, and then she's grabbing metal bars around Electro like, she's the valedictorian. But I don't know which one is better. Both of them very heavily feel like products to me more than anything. Venom wishes it was the MCU. Not going to lie, the Venom trailer kind of disappointed me. I'm excited for the movie, but I got really scared when I heard Venom's voice because I was scared it changed. Carnage looks like a That's the one thing. That's the one thing that I really, really took out of that Venom trailer as a positive. Carnage looks, if I can speak today, Carnage looks freaking terrifying. The only concern I have is they're going to make this fucking thing PG-13. And that's probably where they're going with this. But man, that's part of the reason why I hated that first Venom film is because it was a PG-13 rating, because they were holding out hope that they could tie it in with Tom Holland and his MCU universe and all that, but and now they're just like, oh, but Eddie Brock doesn't know who Peter Parker is. Like, you would think if he's all in that same world with him, like, you would think that he would know who Peter Parker is after the events of the blip, especially, and all that, all that brouhaha. Like, there was no excuse why that first Venom film couldn't be rated R, especially after the success of movies like Deadpool and Logan that came out right before it. I think Deadpool 2 was out by that point too. But yeah. Oh, here's a hot take. Kevin, you think Venom is better than Rise of Skywalker, huh? Oh boy. Why do you think that is? I'm curious. We love our movies that teens can watch. Ewan, that must have been why. They were probably looking for a reason to make more money than they thought they were going to. Let's see. How's it going? Movies and Train Studios. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just kind of talking about the Venom trailer right now and how much I hated the first film and how much it sucks. I think Venom was so bizarre that it was enjoyable for me. It's like the Room of comic book movies for me in a good way. Oh boy. Even like, here's the thing. I feel like technically, of course, Venom is going to be the better movie, but come on, which one am I going to have more fun watching, Venom or The Room? Like, to me, it's no contest. I'm going with The Room any day of the week. I'm not even kidding you. I would rather, just sit down for however long The Room is, and I'll just sit there and laugh at how crappy it is. And then, because Venom just isn't fun to watch for me. I really couldn't tell you why, but that's just it right there. We have a hog take right here. After Spider-Man No Way Home, it's time to pass the torch to Miles Morales as the main Spider-Man in the MCU. Ooh. Tom Holland is done after No Way Home, and it's better to move on to Miles now. You think so? Is Tom Holland's contract done after No Way Home? Not that I know, but in any case, what's up? Marcellus Durden on Twitter. Low, he's with the Suit Up Geeks podcast. Great friends of the channel. Go check them out if you haven't already. They just did a villains movie draft, which was really, really fun to watch. I did go back and rewatch that stream. It looked like you guys had a killer time, and Ryan got really, really buzzed. But anyway, so I'd agree with Kevin on that about Rise of. Really? See, because here's the thing, and Kevin, Eric, you guys are really, really going to hate me for this. Where is it? Here it is. Rise of Skywalker. I wouldn't have bought this Blu-ray if I didn't enjoy it, So here it is. And needless to say, I do not have Venom on my shelf for a very good reason. So in any case, I was just watching Tag and saw that you were live, so I decided to stop in. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Tag's a good one. If you guys haven't seen Tag, that was a super funny movie to watch in the theater. I watched it with an old friend from high school. I remember when did that come out? 2017, 2018? I can't remember which one. It was somewhere in the ballpark there, but I just remember laughing my ass off at that. And like Jeremy Renner and Hannibal Buress playing off of each other, like, was just golden to me. Tom Holland is just getting started, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I thought so too. But apparently, let's see. Holland had a 5-movie contract with Marvel Disney with 3 solo movies and 2 ensembles. I'd rather. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think Tom Holland is too much of a superstar for them to let go at this point. I get what you're saying. I definitely would like to see Miles in the MCU in some facet sometime soon. I don't know about right now. I still think Tom Holland has some legwork to do here with Peter Parker himself. Jeremy Renner was great in Tag. I agree. Yeah, Tag is an underrated comedy from the 2010s. I really, really enjoyed it. Kevin would also like to see Miles Morales in the MCU. Me too. Who do you guys think would play him? Do you guys have a casting favorite? Let me know down in the comments also. Tag came out in 2018. That's why I have you here, Luke. Thank you. Rise of Skywalker is the one Star Wars movie that I don't particularly like. I love pretty much every other Star Wars movie to varying degrees. You guys want a hot take? My least favorite Star Wars film might be The Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones was boring as hell, but The Phantom Menace, that movie is just laughably bad. Hawkeye wasn't in Infinity War because he was Yes, that's why. That has to be the reason, Tomas. That explains so much. Have you seen the movie Gattaca? I have not. I feel like that's correct me if I'm wrong. This is going to sound like a stupid question, but is that a video game movie? I feel like it is. I might be mixing it up with something else, but yeah, it shows you how educated I am about the art of film. Clearly, like I'm not, like I don't have a big ass Blu-ray collection behind me. But here's another nice tidbit of casting. I was talking a little bit about Miles Morales there and asking you guys your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? We have huge breaking news for Knives Out 2, which is not going to be hitting theaters. Apparently that and Knives Out 3 will be hitting Netflix. And they've actually cast their first 3 big pieces of the ensemble. Daniel Craig is going to be returning. That's apparently going to be the one constant through all these Knives Out films. But they're bringing in a new ensemble for this sequel that includes Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, and just announced today, Janelle Monáe. This movie is going to be awesome. I don't care what anybody says. I freaking loved the first Knives Out, and if they want to make this a franchise, I am not opposed to it. But what do you guys think? Did you guys watch that first Knives Out? Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. Let me know who your guys' favorite cast member is. Daniel Craig, honestly, was my favorite performance of the whole movie, with Chris Evans coming a close second, because Chris Evans was playing so against type in Knives Out. He was such an asshole, that character. But Daniel Craig, completely unrecognizable. Loved it. Great direction also. Can't really go wrong. Let's get to some questions here. I've seen people say the kid who plays Lucas in Stranger Things could play Miles in the MCU. Yeah, I can see that. There you go. I really enjoy Phantom Menace. I've never gotten the hate for it. Attack of the Clones is worse, but I still enjoy it. They both are more cohesive. Honestly, when you put the whole sequel trilogy together, it definitely feels like everybody had their own plan for the sequel trilogy, and then they just couldn't come together and work cohesively. That's important. It's collaboration in the arts, especially, but it just didn't seem like they were collaborating all that well. It went from, where did it go from? J.J. Abrams to Rian Johnson, ironically enough. We're talking about Knives Out. J.J. to Rian Johnson, and then back to J.J. again to kind of like retcon almost everything that Rian Johnson did and everything he was trying to do. But Gattaca is not a video game movie. It's a sci-fi starring Ethan Hawke, directed by Andrew Niccol, produced by Danny DeVito. Yeah, interesting. Again, hidden gem going on that list. Can I get a plush for the dog from the Mitchells versus the Machines? Yeah, I think that's going to be a best-selling toy at some point within the next year. That that puppy was something else, man. Batista versus the Hulk confirmed. I thought Batista already was the Hulk in when he was in WWE, especially. I was like, oh man, he looks like the Incredible Hulk. I think Duel of the Fates makes Phantom Menace a good movie. Oh, Kevin, you never fail to make me laugh. That's awesome. Knives Out 1 was such a sleeper. Great movie. Yeah, it was. I don't feel like enough people are talking about it now. And now they've got like a deal for a franchise where they're going to be releasing the movies exclusive to Netflix. I would much rather see those sequels in theaters, but c'est la vie. Not much I can do to control that. By the way, how do you feel about Edward Norton coming into the cast for the sequel of Knives Out? I like it. I think Edward Norton is a much better actor than people give him credit for. He's really like his type is the kind of character that Chris Evans was playing in the first film. So I'm really, really hoping that they didn't just typecast Edward Norton here. I'm hoping he's playing against type, because it would be really, really awesome to see that from him. And not to again, I'm not saying that he can't do it. I've got every faith that he can knock it out of the park. Anything he touches is usually really, really fantastic. But we'll just see what happens. The only thing to my understanding that we know of is the casting of Daniel Craig returning, reprising his role, Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, and Janelle Monáe was just announced today. We don't know any details about these characters' names or who they even are, what their personalities are like. So yeah, we don't even have a release date for it yet, I don't think. But anyway, Knives Out was fantastic, Marcellus Durden says. Craig was brilliant, but also loves Lakeith Stanfield and Michael Shannon. Yep. Oh, man, such a brilliant ensemble cast. You also have Christopher Plummer in there briefly, R.I.P. I forgot Lakeith Stanfield was in that film. He's so good, isn't he? Now, I'm one of those guys who loves Last Jedi upon release, but it's gone down a bit for me just because Rise of Skywalker kind of killed what it was building to. Rise of Skywalker was the last... Oh no, Eric. Oh man, that's that is a hot take, because everybody hates the Justice League now that the Snyder Cut is out. Daniel Craig and Jamie Lee Curtis were great in Knives Out. I also really liked the girl who vomited every time she lied. Yeah, that's a distinctive character trait for sure. I actually think the sequel trilogy would have been really good if Rian Johnson did all three movies. Yeah, it would have. Or if J.J. Abrams did all three movies. Because did you see oh man, no, he didn't do Star Trek Beyond. No, that was Justin Lin, Fast and Furious. But yeah, if it was, I wished that it was one director with a singular vision, and then they just, went through the whole trilogy with said vision. That's why I think these Knives Out movies are going to be so great, because it's all Rian Johnson. It's all his ideas and all his visions, and he just gets to have fun with it. And you can tell everybody had fun with Knives Out. So you can tell when people are having fun. It's awesome. Both BVS and Last Jedi I loved, but both had lame follow-ups because the sequels were overly reactionary to their criticisms, in my opinion. Yeah, it does feel like Last Jedi, they were like, oh man, they treated Rey like she's nothing. Spoiler alert. Yeah, she's not nothing. And then they were like, oh no, she's actually a Palpatine, but her parents wanted to hide Palpatine from them. Just doesn't really make any sense in hindsight. The fact that we'll never get a Mark Ruffalo solo Hulk movie makes me sad. Yeah. Interested in seeing where they go with the She-Hulk, though. I'm more interested in seeing where they go with Abomination, because he hasn't, Tim Roth hasn't appeared in an MCU movie since 2008. So it's going to be kind of jarring seeing him again, if I'm being honest. But from what I understand, Abomination is a big part of the Thunderbolts in the comics, and it looks like they're building to the Thunderbolts. For those of you who haven't seen Falcon and Winter Soldier and everything with John Walker going on. I think they're building to Thunderbolts. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see Thunderbolts? Do you guys want to see someone like James Gunn come in and direct it? Let me know down there. If Disney didn't happen, we would. Oh man, why you gotta crap on Disney? I don't think it's their fault. I don't. Well, I mean, okay, it has to be somebody's fault, but like, I don't think we should be so quick to judge and blame and all that because I love Disney still. Films like Moonrise Kingdom and Death to Smoochie are where Norton is playing against type. Yep, that's totally right. Moonrise Kingdom. I haven't seen that one in a while. And I gotta check that out again. The girl who vomit. Yo, put some respect on Ana de Armas' name. Yes. Oh, of course. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, she is wonderful. I was just saying, like, yeah, it's a good character. It's distinctive. And she does it really well. Hot take, J.J. Abrams. Oh, boy. I don't think he sucks that badly. I mean, I think he did. Man, I got to look this up. Star Trek Into Darkness. Let's see who did Into Darkness. I'm pretty sure it was. I want to say it was J.J. Abrams so badly, but I know that's wrong. But the back of this thing isn't telling me. But yeah, no, I like him as a director. Fight me. Rey as a Skywalker. Fight me. No, Rey should have just said she's Rey. That's it. She should have just left it there. Oh no. I honestly forgot who played the character. Between the 3 new Marvel character shows, who are you most excited for? She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, or this one's a no-brainer. It's Moon Knight. It's got to be Moon Knight. It's definitely like, I don't want to say it's Batman light, but it's very, very similar. I'm just excited for it because of Oscar Isaac's attachment to it, and he's doing a Marvel project, and apparently Ethan Hawke is playing the villain, so that one's a no-brainer for me. Although I am excited to see how She-Hulk and Miss Marvel come through. Disney is great. I agree with you, even though I don't like Rise of Skywalker. That's totally okay. It's all subjective. Let's see. Did you notice a step down in quality once? Did you notice a step down in quality once the MCU was bought by Disney? At least the quality picked it back up. So I actually kind of think that after Disney bought the MCU, it kind of improved in a lot of ways because I feel like the MCU at first was just sort of finding its footing, like with Paramount Studios and all that. I mean, the phase 1 was really, really fun. Phase 2, again, you kind of, there were some projects that definitely felt like they were coasting, like Thor: The Dark World, but you get to projects like The Winter Soldier and you get to projects like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Like, once Disney got a hold of that, I mean, there was no turning back. I feel like Marvel's best projects have been under the Disney banner. My favorite is Endgame. There you go. That's what they were all building up to. It was JJ. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric, for the correction. Star Trek Into Darkness was directed by J.J. Abrams. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. All right. That was just the casting news for Knives Out 2. While we're on the subject of Marvel, there was this, I don't want to call it like a, it was a, God, what's the word I'm looking for? It was a sizzle reel. There it is. Sizzle reel. Marvel Studios was just basically paying tribute to the movie-going industry and just, hyping us all up for the return to the cinema this summer. Am I the only one still excited for Black Widow? Because I feel like a lot of my friends have just lost a bunch of interest in that. Yeah, but they were paying homage to, the past of the MCU. It was a brilliant, brilliant trailer. They were paying homage to the past, and then they're looking forward to the future. Boom, you get Black Widow shots, title, release date. Shang-Chi shots from the trailer. Awesome, awesome trailer. I feel like I've already talked about that on various other streams, but loved it. Boom, release date right there. But then it gets interesting. We got our first look at Eternals in that sizzle reel. My God, that looks beautiful. My freaking goodness. That Chloe Zhao looks like she did a freaking beautiful job with Eternals. Like, I mean, we haven't seen We haven't even seen a formal trailer for it yet. And I'm like, I feel like that's all I need to see. I don't even need to watch a trailer. I can just walk into the theater and be like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here watching Eternals. And then, we also get new release dates for, No Way Home was already known. And you also get, Thor, Love, and Thunder. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness popped up. Those release dates were known. Black Panther 2 finally got its title, Wakanda Forever. That is a brilliant, brilliant tribute to Mr. Boseman up there, R.I.P. As far as who's taking over the mantle, I don't even want to think about that. I'm just, I'm ready to sob my eyes out in that theater. But you also get the Marvels, which I'm really, really excited for in November of next year. Tomas is excited for Black Widow. Thank you. I'm not the only one. Eric is also pumped for Black Widow, although I'm nervous of Julia Louis-Dreyfus showing up. I did not think she worked in Falcon and Winter Soldier, just couldn't take her seriously. Well, here's the thing. I feel like that's what a good amount of people were also saying about Catherine Hahn as Agatha Harkness, and then she shows up and boom, she's just a blast and a delight to watch. I think I'd give Julia Louis-Dreyfus another chance. Again, it's a vast universe, so who knows? The fact that Chloe Zhao's pitch floored Kevin Feige has my hype level over 9,000. Dude, my hype level is at like a 9 million. I am so ecstatic for Chloe Zhao. I can't wait to see what she did with this. And plus, you got a mini Game of Thrones-esque reunion with Richard Madden and Kit Harington playing opposite each other as hero and villain, respectively. Gotta love that. Gotta love that, indeed. Lauren Ridloff, also. Shout out to Walking Dead, also. Great, great actress. Who else is in it? Kumail Nanjiani got all jacked up for it with the help of Batista, I'm sure. Julia Louis-Dreyfus will always be Elaine in Seinfeld to me. I can never take her Oh, good Lord. I feel like she's always going to be the mom and Onward for the next decade, but, we'll see what happens. But, so we get the Black Panther official title for the sequel. We get the Marvels, but then we also get February 2023. I believe it's February 17th, if I'm not mistaken, for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Really, really pumped to check that one out. I'm really, I'm still so peeved off that they kind of baited and switched us with the Reed Richards tease during WandaVision. Because if you remember, Monica Rambeau was going on and on and on about, I have this aerospace engineer guy who would be so interested in this case. And I was like, they're bringing Reed Richards in, aren't they? And lo and behold, they did not. They did not. So my personal hope is either for the Marvels, Fantastic Four maybe show up like in a post-credit scene, if not just Reed Richards, or if not the Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp, for sure. 100%. It's got to be one of those two, because, how they bring the Fantastic Four into this universe after all this time, especially after being Marvel's first family, quote-unquote, according to the comics, it's gonna take a lot of explaining, is all I'm saying. Eric says, I think Catherine Hahn was amazing in WandaVision, although not as amazing as Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany, who I think gave arguably the best MCU performances to date in that series. Ooh, that's a bold statement. And you know what? It's a hard one to argue, because I think those are certainly both Emmy-worthy performances from the two leads. Catherine Hahn was a freaking delight as Agatha Harkness. Once the reveal goes down that she is the villain and that it was Agatha all along, I still can't get that song out of my head. People sing it to me constantly. But here's the thing. Once that reveal happens, she just gets to have fun with it. And then she just goes way too over the top and just villainous and delightfulness. It's awesome. Gotta love her. The Fantastic Four movies have been through a huge struggle. You don't say. You don't say. Not to mention a Fant4stick struggle. You're welcome. The Marvel's name needs to grow on me. I would have preferred Captain Marvel 2 Alpha Flight. Oh, man. Yeah, that would have been a cool title, but, Hey, I mean, I feel like if they were to name the movie after Captain Marvel and then put what's her face, Kamala Khan and Monica Rambeau off to the side and kind of play second fiddle to Captain Marvel, I'm kind of glad that they merged it all together, because then that means all three of them are the center focus rather than just one of them. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with it. I'm excited. But yeah, we also got, so new release date for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and then we also got the official release date and the logo for Guardians 3, which comes out on Cinco de Mayo 2023. I am all kinds of hyped up for that. And there was an interesting little theory I saw online where, like, they were saying, oh, the color of the here, let me just show you one of these Blu-rays just as an example here. So here's the first one right here. And you know how you have the little title right here and how it's designed and like the color of it here? Somebody has been theorizing that every single like color scheme of these titles has signified someone who has died in one of these movies. First one, you got adult Groot. You got a nice little tree color here. Second one is blue right here. Blue for Yondu Udanta, in one of the most emotional funerals I think I've ever seen, not named the Tony Stark funeral. And then the third one, you kind of have this, like, I can't really tell what color it is, but it definitely makes a lot of sense. Like, putting it all together, I know this feels like really, really wild conspiracy theories going on right now, even, like, what is it, like 2 years before its release. Dave Bautista was teasing that this might be Drax's final appearance in the MCU in Volume 3. So, I mean, the color of the title might mean that Drax is going. It might mean that Rocket's going. I don't want to see Rocket go. I think Rocket has got a lot more to go. So, a lot more things to explore. So, we will see what happens there. I'm very, very excited. It was a great sizzle reel. I freaking loved it. Fantastic. Can't wait to see what's next in store from Marvel. All right, let's get some more comments. WandaVision was one of the best MCU projects to date, despite some of the gripes I had with it, in my opinion. Falcon and Winter Soldier, one of my least. Oh, even though I enjoyed it while it was on. This might be a hot take, Eric. I think I said this in another stream or in the video itself. I can't remember, but I actually think the Falcon and the Winter Soldier may be better. I know the Flag Smashers is a freaking, like, oh man, it's a terrible, terrible villain arc, but like, I just feel like it was the story that America needed to see right now. Just saying. What is your biggest guilty pleasure movie of all time? For me, it's between Ang Lee's crappy Hulk film from 2003 and RoboCop 3. And yes, I did add that part in because that movie is utter garbage. But yeah, I do like laughing at that one. Biggest guilty pleasure movie of all time, though. Oh my gosh. I would have to say maybe The Scorpion King off the top of my head. The Rock's big starring vehicle debut after his brief stint in The Mummy Returns. And actually, a lot of people are like, oh, why is there CGI Scorpion King towards the end of this? I can tell you exactly why. It's because he was a full-time wrestler around that point. So he probably had a pretty limited schedule to film stuff. So, I mean, obviously they, kind of improved on the CGI aspects with the Scorpion King, but it's still a bad movie, but it's the right kind of bad movie. You know what I mean? The Marvel Prophecy, according to Tomas, if you play the Human Torch in a shitty Fantastic Four movie, you're destined to redeem yourself in the MCU. So does that mean that whoever plays the Human Torch next is going to redeem himself again in the MCU later? Okay. Bro, think about it. We get to go to WrestleMania and then Guardians. Oh man. Yeah, a month after that, WrestleMania in Los Angeles at the beginning of April 2023. And then a month after, yes. Guardians 3. That's awesome. I didn't even notice that. Thank you. The only MCU performance that I would put EO and PB and WV would be the one and only RDJ as Tony Stark. Yeah, not Josh Brolin as Thanos. I would put that one up there. And Michael B. Jordan also is Killmonger. Chadwick Boseman is up there for me. Who else? I think Chris Hemsworth can be up there if we're just going off of his later films, because I love Ragnarok. Love him in Endgame. Love him in Infinity War, obviously. It's fantastic work. Thor is my favorite character in the whole universe, too, so might be a little bit biased. I have to acknowledge Marcus as the tribal chief in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? We're just kind of talking, just kind of shooting the breeze. We've been discussing the Marvel sizzle reel that came out a couple weeks ago for, I don't know how long it's been. We've been on 40 minutes. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah. So that was, yeah, time is flying by, folks. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I love this. Ayo, Marcus. Heck yeah. Zack, help me out. Was the actor who played Carly in Falcon and Winter Soldier was the same girl who led the rebel group in Soul? She was. Yep. That's why. Aaron Kellerman. Thoughts on The Rock playing Black Adam? I like it. I kind of wish he wasn't in the shitty DCEU compared to Marvel standards. Obviously, I did a whole stream about the DCEU that made Marcus in the chat really upset. But I mean, to each his own. The Rock is playing Black Adam. You know what I'm really excited to see The Rock do is the freaking Jungle Cruise this summer. Because I was doing, like, no joke, guys, I was going through this weird phase a few days ago where I was watching a bunch of Jungle Cruise skippers do their thing because I've really been missing Disneyland a lot. And all of their jokes are just so damn funny. And then you watch the Jungle Cruise movie trailer, and The Rock, of all people, is the one who says the backside of water joke. Perfect. If nobody's ever been on the Jungle Cruise and doesn't get the joke, please, next time you go to a Disney theme park, hit up the Jungle Cruise right away, because it is an incredible experience no matter who your skipper is. Awesome. What's one film that you didn't enjoy yourself while watching, but you can't disagree that it's a great movie? For me, it's The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Ooh, that's an interesting question. I gotta look on the shelf here just to kind of give you an answer here. What movie did I not enjoy yourself while watching? But I can't disagree that it's a great movie. This might be a strange opinion, but I'm going to have to go with, just off the top of my head, I would have to say Darkest Hour, starring Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. I feel like, in hindsight, it was a fantastic performance. But I feel like a lot of that was attributed not just to Gary Oldman's, acting technique, but also the prosthetic work that went into it and made him just unrecognizable. And that's not a knock on Gary Oldman at all, because I think he's a phenomenal talent, but you reap what you sow. Oh, I'm sorry to put you on blast, Marcus. Hey, I acknowledged you as the tribal chief. What do you want from me? For real though, your DC list was wild. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a fun little roller coaster ride. Me and Andy. Yeah, shout out to you, buddy. If you're watching the replay, hit up his channel too, because he does some really fun reviews. Eric, I would say most movies The Rock is in are significantly worse than most DCEU movies. This is kind of this is what happens when you're drinking a bunch of soda here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So this comment, Eric, actually makes me think of another film that kind of plays into Luke's question from earlier, like the guilty pleasures. God, where the hell is it? There it is. Have you guys ever seen this piece of shit right here? Skyscraper? The one where they're ripping off Die Hard, Towering Inferno, and The Fugitive all at the same time. And then the ending was just like, oh, yeah, we just wasted your time for about an hour and 45 minutes. But, I can't help but watch this because it is really freaking entertaining. The Rock definitely makes it. The Rock also plays an amputee in this pretty convincingly also, might I add. It was really nice work from him. But, everything else surrounding Skyscraper was just so stupid. It was so dumb. But, yeah, there you go. Skyscraper was painful for Eric. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It tore it off like a Band-Aid, though. You watched it, right? There you go. Marcus never watched it, saw Amputee Rock and said, bro, that's some good stuff, man. He was selling it. Oh man. Oh no. See, Tomas, you would like this. I feel like our inside joke is like every one of these streams, he always has to mention The Rock beating Mick Foley. The incident he's talking about is during the I Quit match at Royal Rumble 1999, where Mick Foley is handcuffed and The Rock is literally like swinging a steel chair and he hits him. Like, The Rock went way overboard. This is when The Rock was like young and like a little bit more naive, like all of us, I'm assuming. But like he hit Mick Foley way too many times over the head with that steel chair. It was pretty gruesome. And that match, even today, like in 2021, is pretty uncomfortable to watch looking at it in hindsight. He did in front of Foley's kids, too. Tomas knows what I'm talking about, as does Marcus. Yes. Yeah. You guys know the I Quit match. But they made up for it, I think, the month after that with, wait for it, Tomas, goddamn Last Man Standing match. I can't believe I just said that. But, yes. Die Hard is one of the best movies ever made, though, in my opinion. That's a solid opinion. You know, I can definitely respect that. I can see why people would think that Die Hard is an action epic. It is definitely a classic. I think it changed the genre for the better, but the action genre, not the Christmas genre. Guys, it is not a Christmas movie. I had to get that out of the way. Thank you. That's it. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. I think Black Adam will be the best movie The Rock will ever be in, probably. Really? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll probably be the best movie he'll ever be in until he plays President Obama in his biopic. But because you know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen once The Rock, like wait another 10 years or so, and then we'll see The Rock play President Obama. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys, we are coming up on the hour point. Everybody is saying Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Everybody is incorrect. But let me just talk a little bit to you guys about, because it's been a year. And I want to talk about what I have, bubbling in for you next, because there's going to be a lot of really, really fun, not just live streams like this. I'm definitely planning on doing some more Q&As like this. If any of you guys saw my Survivor fake season simulation, Disney versus Pixar, that I did with my brother Jake, that is on the channel right there for you, the replay. If you want to see what that's all about. We are, playing into the subject of Marvel. We have put together a cast of 20 different Marvel characters, and we're going to simulate it at some point soon. I don't have a set date for it, but I can tell you my next stream is actually going to be Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be joined by my good buddy, Leo Rydell from Geekly Goods. Shout out to you, buddy, if you're watching the replay here. My good buddy, Jacob Hubbard, also from YouTube, and the one and only Ren Geekness, also right here on YouTube. We're going to be all getting together, just shooting the breeze, and we're going to be actually ranking all 10 of David Fincher's films, not counting Alien 3, because even David Fincher doesn't count it. So, everything else. We're talking about Seven. We're talking about Fight Club. We're breaking the rules. I know. Social Network. Whatchamacallit? Gone Girl. Mank. I know. Marcellus Durden is shaking his head at me right now. Oh, hi, Mank. Oh, hi, Mank. Yeah, so that stream will be Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to wake up and get your coffee and join us for a fun time, it'll be there. The Lord of the Rings review is coming. Do you realize how long those films are? I am definitely going to fit it in. I think I'm going to do it with, you know what? I think I'm going to bring my buddy Cisco on for that. So that'll be a fun time, because he's the Lord of the Rings expert. Let's see. He liked my The Room reference. Oh, Marcus is hyped. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, I think you should simulate 10 Nolan characters versus 10 Fincher characters. Ooh, that's an idea. That's an idea. But Jake has not really seen a whole lot of Nolan films or Fincher films for that matter. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What is up, Leo? Yeah, speaking of the devil, yeah, I was just talking to these lovely people about the stream we're going to have on Sunday morning with yes, absolutely. Yep, it's going to be a very, very fun time. I'm certainly looking forward to all the hot takes galore, because I've certainly got a few tricks up my sleeve in the hot take department. So Leo, Jacob, Ren, if you're watching the replay, be ready for it, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be really, really upset with me, especially with what's at the bottom of my list. Eric says, "Girl with the dragon tattoo is your fave." Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I have already made my list. Other than the bottom, it was a really, really hard list to make, or mank, if you will. You're welcome for the pun. But anyway. I'm not going to spoil it. So those are what you can look for in the streaming department. Of course, I'm going to keep doing my usual new movie reviews coming out. I've got Those Who Wish Me Dead, The Woman in the Window this weekend, and I'm still waiting on anybody's input. Do you want me to review Spiral or not? Let me know down in those comments, because I'm thinking about it. I'm hesitant to see it because I'm worried that it's going to be just another repetitive Saw movie like all the other ones. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, you got all the new movie reviews. And a lot of people have been asking me about, well, what's your next retro series going to be? Because I've been teasing it for a while. I cryptically said on Twitter, here comes, big announcement, guys. I teased on Twitter that this next playlist was going to be full of twists and turns, because that's what it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. This July, there is going to be a little movie called Old coming out in the movie theaters. And the one and only M. Night Shyamalan wrote and directed it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just for you guys, I'm going to be looking at all of M. Night Shyamalan's movies. Yes, that does include the bad ones. I feel like see, the M. Night Shyamalan playlist, I'm really, really excited to make, because I feel like these reviews are just going to be so, they're just going to be the biggest mishmash of moods for me, because you have the deep analytical stuff like The Sixth Sense and even Unbreakable, but then you get to stuff like, freaking The Last Airbender or After Earth, and I feel like a lot of those reviews are just going to be unadulterated rants on my part, but I'm very, very excited to bring that to you. I had to, after the Marvel series was over, I was, I was like, man, what am I going to do next for the retros? And I'm like, M. Night Shyamalan has a new movie. It gives me an excuse to watch The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, which I have already done. And I am working on, kind of writing out my thoughts there. So so here's the thing. I think I can get a review of The Sixth Sense up by late tomorrow night. If it's not up by late tomorrow night, it'll probably be up by Friday. Unbreakable might take a little bit longer, depending on how you guys want me to go about reviewing Spiral, because I'm still not sure if I want to do it. Yeah. Again, if you want to listen to my thoughts and just my whole thoughts on the Saw franchise, let me know. The cinema wizard himself, M. Night Shyamalan. Wow. He has one good movie. Which one is that? I hope you don't say The Last Airbender, because Leo is giving it 3 thumbs down. God, that movie was a piece of shit. Marcus can't wait for The Happening. I can't wait to talk about The Happening. Oh man, it's such a crappy movie, but it's a good crappy movie. You know what I mean? I can still be entertained by The Happening every once in a while. Excuse me. Everybody is saying After Earth is just the worst. Huh. Yeah. Yep. Will Smith and his son, a disaster film. Yeah, it was a disastrous film. That's what I meant by that. Oh, Kevin thinks The Sixth Sense is his only good film. I actually respectfully disagree, because Unbreakable, the one that came out right after, freaking loved it. Maybe even love it more than The Sixth Sense, if I'm being honest. But I mean, again, I'll I'll save all those thoughts for the reviews itself. So yeah, there you go. Where's After Earth's Criterion release? Oh, you wish. You wish, my friend. But yeah, that's just about everything I've got for you guys. Everything what's next on the channel. I've got Shyamalan, I've got the streams, and I've got the new movie releases. Oh yes, yeah. Tomas actually did talk about this. We will be recording a review of WrestleMania Backlash, which will be airing on Peacock next Sunday with no pause button. Fuck you, Peacock. I'm sorry. Oh man, that was bad. Yeah, Peacock sucks that I can't get a pause button on their live feeds. But oh yep, Unbreakable is his best. Eric says, yep. I'm so excited to talk about Unbreakable with you guys. First saw After Earth when I was 10 years old. I liked it, but then I realized it's a piece of shit. Yeah, that was me with Alvin and the Chipmunks, my friend. Let's just say I've learned. I have learned a lot, through my life. The last Airbender movie gave me a stomach ulcer. Oh no. Oh no. Well, my friend, I hope that Justin Fields' draft pick made you feel better, at least, about it. After Earth Snyder Cut. Oh man, I hope not. I really, really don't want a Snyder Cut from After Earth. I feel like Zack Snyder deserves so much better than that. Peacock is garbage. Thank you, Marcus. Why did WWE move over there? Okay, anyway. Tomas says, I enjoyed Zooey Deschanel in The Happening. Don't ask me why, I just enjoy Zoe. Hey, a lot of us enjoy Zoe. It's all good. But yeah, she gave a good performance. Mark I almost called him Marcus Wahlberg because I'm looking at the chat right here. Mark Wahlberg was so entertaining to watch in that film. Hey, what are you doing over there? Oh, yeah, you gonna eat something? These bees are flying all over the place. So come on, guys, take an interest in science. I apologize. Review ECW One Night Stand. That'll come. Ewan says, I love Peacock. It's got some really, really nice content on it. There's a lot of amazing, all of The Office is on Peacock. So I am absolutely, I'm blessed for that. But at the same time, give me a pause feature on your live feeds. But they just chose not to do that for right now. I don't even know. I don't even know how to respond to that. I can be a Wahlberg for this. Say hi to your mother for me. Say hi to your mother. I'm not very good at impressions, but I enjoy doing them. But yeah, so you guys have got that to look forward to and much, much more on this channel. I want to thank you all so much for your support over this past year and beyond. It really does mean the world, guys. To everybody I've collaborated with, you know who you are. If you're watching the replay, if you were commenting in the chat, thank you. And I look forward to doing it more with you all in the future. If you haven't already, what the heck are you waiting for? Smash that red subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Also, if you hit that notifications bell right next to the subscribe button, you guys will be the first ones to know anytime a new upload hits the channel right there, first and foremost. You'll be the first to know if Shyamalan review hits. You'll be the first to know with one of these new streams coming up. But yeah, thank you all so much. We got one last question here. What are your most anticipated upcoming movies and shows? House of the Dragon, No Time to Die, and The Batman. Ooh, okay. So I'm just going to go off of this year, 2021, this calendar year, because The Batman is my most hyped film of 2022. But I would probably say Spider-Man No Way Home, for sure. No Time to Die, I think, is up there. In the Heights is up there. I'm so excited for that. And screw it. What the hell? Jungle Cruise is up there. I love it. That list might change from week to week, day by day. You know how life goes, my friends. And I will certainly ring all of your doorbells when the new videos drop. Kevin might be the new notification bell. But yeah, thank you all so much. It really has meant the world. This has been a really, really fun stream. I really needed it. Yeah, thank you guys. And yes, Jungle Cruise, Eric. I'm not even joking. I'm so excited for that one. But yeah, with all that being said, back talk commence if you're watching the replay. Love you all.